Hey Decide Destiny crew, Carl Spready's here. Thanks for joining me for another Decide Destiny Daily Dose. Decide to transmute energy so that you can elevate your life experience. Transmuting energy. Basically what you're doing is you're taking experiences, you're taking a song, you're taking a challenge, you're taking a memory, and you're figuring out how can I utilize, how can I, create a energetic vibe out of this memory, out of this song, out of this experience, out of this challenge. How can I bring energy to my life? How can I bring energy to the solution? How can I breathe life into this moment so that I can give it my absolute best? And transmuting energy is very similar to looking at resilience as a set of skills. So resilience, something troubling happens, something that challenges you, something you weren't prepared for. And there's been things that we haven't been prepared for the last couple of years. Something that you weren't prepared for knocks on your doorstep, hits you in the throat, catches you off guard, and you've got to find skills of how you can not only deal with that situation, but how you can mentally be sound, how you can physically be sound, how can you emotionally be sound, and what is emotion? Energy in motion. So how can you have productive energy? How can you have this terrible message or this terrible bit of news, but still go to work in the best way that you can, still show up, still do your exercise when you're feeling shit? Because there's going to be more times when you don't feel like doing it than you do feel like doing it. And you need to be able to do it on the times that you don't feel like doing it. And one of the ways that you do that is by transmuting that energy. So, do you have a favorite song? Do you have a memory? Do you have a turning point in your life that when this happened, it woke me up and woke me up to my potential. It made me realize that I just had not been living to my full potential, hadn't even been, touching close to my full potential. Haven't even been, on the surface of my full potential. Store that memory, write that memory out, read that memory. Maybe it's affirmations. For me lately, it's been affirmations, and you got to try this out because there's different seasons in life. There's times of life where things are going to work, and other things might not work as well. But for me, it's been affirmations. Reading those affirmations, I've rewritten all my affirmations and written out a whole bunch more powerful affirmations. So when I read them, I actually feel the energy. My back's upright, like my posture's a bit better, and I'm ready to tackle the day ahead. And it's so important to be able to transmute because you're going to get into flow states of I'm doing it. And you're going to get into plenty of flow states where I just can't be bothered. Oh, this person said this thing to me and now I'm all down, negative, or I've got so much to do, or I'm busy. Are you the only person that's busy? The whole world's busy, but I'm busy, I can't do this, can't do that. And you need to figure out ways, okay, great, how can I transmute? How can I take this energy? How can I take a song? How can I take experience? How can I take a phone call? For me, a phone call from my grandmother gives me a bunch of energy just because of how inspirational she is, just because of how much she loves me. So being around the right people definitely can allow you to transmute, your current, that conversation into an action. Maybe, oh shit, I haven't got this, I haven't cleaned this part of my apartment, or, I haven't, written out my 10-year goals or whatever. I've been planning to do it for months, but after that phone call, I'm really inspired. I'm going to go act now. Oh, but you had to, do this or do that. No, act in the moment. Act in that moment and let the energy start to flow, let the shift start to take place, okay? So make sure that you're figuring out ways that you can transmute energy, you can, transfer over into that more productive, positive side, because everything you want is going to take it's going to take massive action. And massive action is really actually how we make, and not massive activity, massive action is really how you achieve a lot of the things you want to achieve and make yourself the fully actualized spiritual being that I know you can be. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that one. Share it out for anyone else who maybe they're struggling to transmute energy. It's a bit fast to think everybody gets up at the top of the morning every morning and sings and runs around the house just feeling jolly. I think we realize that we've got this old brain that's coded to look for fear and look for safety and comfort and convenience. And so it takes a little bit more for us to actually get going, get pumped. So it's not just you. Realize, speak to other people, and you'll be able to realize that a lot of people also need to get themselves pumped, need to get themselves out there. And there's more times where you don't feel like doing it. There's more times where you knock out of flow, and you look at those times, oh, I wish I was in flow. I had such a great month or week or whatever of flow. Yes, that's not always going to happen. You're going to have to move towards that. You're going to have to transmute things in your life towards that flow state that's going to just bring all of the sorts of brilliance to your life. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that one. Leave a comment down below. Maybe you've got other tips, tactics, skills of ways that you can transmute, things in your life, into energy. Having a good conversation with a good person, someone you like, really helps as well. All right, guys, make sure and remember always that you decide your destiny. Cheers.